conversation to have.
If Indiana is 10-2 and Notre Dame is 10-2, who would you
Indiana.
pick in your on? Thank you.
Indiana.
Yeah.
Tougher schedule.
Notre
schedule.
Dame.
Notre Dame.
Hey, you know what? It's funny, right? Everybody loves talking. Notre Dame was ranked 22nd before the end of the week with no wins. If you want to talk about having the name and the brand, that is an absolute example of the name and the brand. They went down 0-2. Then this week, the defense laid another egg by allowing a horrible Purdue team to score 30 points. There's absolutely no way that I would believe that Notre Dame, as a 10-2 team versus Indiana, should, I don't say will, but they probably will because of their name brand, would be a better placement for a playoff bid versus Indiana. But I'll tell you this, the way USC is playing, it may not be in question anyway, because the way USC is playing, they may thump Notre Dame at the end of the season as well anyway.
Yeah, but we said 10-2, right?
Yeah, 10-2.
Both teams are 10-2, correct?
Yes.
So if they're both teams are 10-2, looking at their schedule, it's way closer than what y'all making it out to be.
No, I didn't say it wasn't close. And I also said that Notre Dame would get the bid.
They should. If they go 10-2, if both go 10-2, and that means their losses are to Miami and Texas A&M, and their losses are to Penn State and Oregon.
Both on the road, by the way.
And we both who on the road?
Indiana's losses on the road.
Hold on. Yep. But we're constantly, especially on this podcast and other places, we don't count Penn State as that type of team that win big games.
I'm not included in that.
I'm talking about the world. I'm talking about the world.
Okay, gotcha. Okay,
and even our partner,
because I've said it all.
Yep. So then you got Notre Dame. They will have beaten USC, North Carolina State, Syracuse is playing well, and Iowa. IU would have beaten who?
They would have beaten
Illinois,
Iowa, Michigan State, Wisconsin, and again the two losses would have been again on the road.
Wisconsin's terrible. Iowa can't score.
You mentioned North Carolina State like they're a juggernaut. They suck. Come on now. Yeah. We got to balance it out.
North Carolina State, right? North Carolina State is 3 in the 70s. We're talking about this year. North Carolina State is 3-1. What's Wisconsin?
I think they're 1-2.
And talking about firing their coach before the season is over.
Well, we already talked about that. That was from last year. That's residual, right?
I'm saying if it keeps going and they fire him, that's not a good win.
Okay, but this is week 4.
Notre Dame's going to lose again.
We're talking
about if they go 10-2.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying. I think they'll lose again at some point.
The 10-2 could be relative depending on how these other teams play down the stretch where their records are going to be.
And looking at it right now, Notre Dame's got Pitt, who's 2-1, Syracuse, who's 2-1, USC, who's undefeated, North Carolina, who's 1 loss. They got, as of today, that schedule is the remaining schedule is tougher than IU's if you take those 2 teams that they'll lose to.
The great thing about it is that's going to shake up. That's going to be upside down coming into the season.
We can't predict the future. We can only look at what's going on.
Well, we know it's going to be different. Yeah, we can because we know it's not going to line up the way it is right now.
Okay,
it's not going to be what it is right now.
Nostradamus, tell me what USC scored.
No, what I said, we know it's not going to be what it is right now.
Tell me who Syracuse record's going to be.
Tell me
what Stanford's record's going to be. You can't project one out and not project the other out.
Every week someone loses that should win, and every week someone wins that should lose.
As of today, if we look at this schedule going out.
But it doesn't go off of today. It goes off of the end of the season.
Yes, and we don't know the end of the season, so let's stop having this conversation since we don't know it.
if we're projecting 10-2, that's what we're talking about. That's
Yes, and if we
projecting it out.
and if we're projecting 10-2, and you got 3-1 teams, you can project them out to win. You're gonna project stuff
can't
to
project
make your
them out to be
narrative
undefeated
correct.
the rest of the season.
You're projecting stuff to make you
You
right.
just said
You're not
USC is gonna
projecting
be
stuff
undefeated the
to
rest
be
of the
right.
season,
You're
and North
projecting
Carolina
stuff to make
State.
you right. Oh, you gotta be right. You're wrong. You're 100% wrong.
Right. And if you're wrong, it's okay to say you're wrong.
You sound like those guys on that other podcast you hang out with who be saying
four
dumb,
games
wrong
in,
stuff.
Listen,
Man, you're
bias
straight
is
wrong.
bias is
Stop
showing.
it.
Notre Dame bias is
Stop
showing.
it. You're wrong. You just don't like Notre
the
Dame.
reason why
Get your
you're biased
feelings
with
out
Notre
of it and talk football.
Your Notre Dame bias is showing. Just because the coach plays at
I
Ohio
don't like
State
Notre Dame.
doesn't make him a great coach.
I don't like Notre Dame. I don't like Notre Dame. I don't
Your
like
bias is
Cathedral.
showing.
I don't
The
like
coaches at Ohio
Chicago. I
State.
don't like
Stop it.
none of the Catholics. You have a bias.
I don't have a bias. It's about the numbers, right?
Bias. Come on back,
We're looking
Isaiah.
at it right here.
I was like, you know what? I'm like, if that's what you got, I like the argument. What was I gonna say? Jeez, I think they drop another game with how bad the defense looks. And as for IU, as much as I think right now when I look at the Big Ten, it's Ohio State and Oregon in Tier 1, Penn State in Tier 2. I'd say Indiana is in Tier 2, but it's a low Tier 2. Like I'd say they're more Tier 3 than they are
Tier 2 yet.
Tier 2.
I wouldn't put them in Tier 2
Okay.
yet.
Because I think right now IU, and I love this saying from what they were saying at IU East, we can either be the best of the best or the best of the bad. And I think right now IU is just the best of the bad right now. And to prove that they're not, as much as I've given flack to Penn State, the Penn State win would be big. But once again, if you can't beat Oregon and you can't beat Ohio State, that's where your money's made. That's where people are going to come on the next day and say, all right, Indiana's a national championship contender if you beat Oregon or Ohio State.
You got to in college football, they're building up, right? So anybody says that is kind of probably biased, Hoosier bias. They've got to build up for something. It starts somewhere. They've got a good start. They're off to a good start.
They got Iowa, and then it's the Ducks.
Yeah.
So you better prep, and you better treat Iowa like it's Oregon, and be ready for.
Well, you better treat everybody like they're Oregon, because to Ramon's point, you're Indiana still. No one sees Indiana on the schedule and says, "Oh shoot, this is Indiana." So you got to, if you're the Hoosiers, you got to treat everybody like you treated Illinois last night.
And if I'm IU, I'm hoping Penn State keeps it close on next Saturday.
Well, you want Penn State to win out.
Of course you want them to win, but I'm gonna be realistic because they're not gonna win. So I'm just call it like it is. I don't think they win. Penn State and Oregon next week.
Well, the good thing about this is we'll find out in about 6 days.
Friends, family of the Game Time Podcast, do me a quick favor. All right, reach out and get your t-shirts. If you look to the right of me or the left of me, you'll see both of my colleagues have these beautiful Game Time t-shirts.
Yeah, man, check it out. You see it right here, the logo that you see on the pod.
What you don't see is me with one, because they forgot to give me mine. So you go get yours before I get mine, all right? Because you're closer to the family than I am, because they left me out. I love those two, like cooked food, but they left me out. But you know what? They won't leave you out. Contact Isaiah, contact God. You can even contact me, and maybe we'll get ours together at the same time. All right?
We might.
Get in touch with us for details. We'll take care of you.
Absolutely. Rock the Game Time.
Game Time Podcast. That is right, folks. We are officially selling shirts. If you have any interest in buying them, let us know. $20 is the price for that. We're a startup selling them, so maybe Darrell will be nice. And
maybe some flexibility. You never know. Just reach out and see. These aren't free, but hey, we have some opportunity to put our word out there. The Game Time Podcast, as we continue to grow, for sure.
It's all about support. So if you guys do want to support us, make sure you guys do let us know. Just something we're starting up. Just going to see how it worked. We originally got them made for the pod, but then we had a couple people reach out to me and Darrell about maybe wanting to buy some. So we were like, you know what? Why not make an announcement video? So if you're interested, please let us know, and we will see you guys next time right here on the Game Time Podcast.